Welcome to the second of my videos on circle geometry. Now, in the last video, we looked at the angle at the center and its relationship to the angle in the circumference. And we also looked at the relationship between two angles on the circumference drawn from the same arc. In this video, we're going to look at two special angles that we get within the circle diagram and the special features that they have. Now, we have a diagram over here of a circle with a line that goes from C through the middle of the circle through to D on the other side. This line is otherwise known as a diameter. And we have an angle over here at E that has been drawn from that diameter. Now, if we look at it, it looks as though it's roughly going to be 90 degrees. If I go and measure it, I can see that it is, in fact, 90 degrees. And this shouldn't be too surprising because from the last video, from the first angle fact that we had from circle geometry, that said that the angle at the center, which in this case is 180 degrees, is going to be twice the size of the angle in the circumference. So in other words, the angle in the circumference must be half of 180 or 90 degrees. And that's what we've got over here. Now, if I go and move that point E, you'll see although the triangle shape changes, the basic relationship between the angle at the middle and the angle at the circumference, these two over here, stays the same. 180 in the middle, 90 up here on the circumference. So here we have the third angle fact, the fact that any angle that's drawn on the circumference and which has been drawn from the diameter, so in other words, the diameter is the line where that creates the angle, then the angle on the circumference is going to be 90 degrees. So there's my angle fact that I've got from them. Now, I'm just going to now draw another line on this diagram. It's a special type of line. It's a line called a tangent. The tangent cuts the circle at only one point. It's cutting at this point over here at the point C. So we've got an angle, we've got the tangent, and we've got this line here that goes from C to A. That line is the radius. If we look at the angle, it looks as though they're fairly close to being a right angle. In fact, if I go and measure it, yes, it is a right angle. No matter where I put that point C, no matter where I move it on the circumference of the circle, we're going to find that that angle is always going to be 90 degrees. And so that's an important angle fact that we've got. The angle between the tangent and the radius will always be 90 degrees. That is the fourth of the angle facts that you need to know. So 4 angle facts. Please make sure you take down notes on these 2 angle facts we've got here. And you need to remember them, learn them, because you will be using them extensively in problems that relate to circle geometry in the exam paper. Hope this all makes sense to you. Till next time, goodbye.